Rim Country News brought to you by Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. Same stop, different horses since 1916. And by Terlucas and Brandt CPA PLLC, with a long history of providing quality CPA services right here in Rim Country. On this Wednesday, June 9th, for Tano TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson with your Rim Country News headlines. Well, firefighters in Arizona were fighting yesterday to gain a foothold into the massive wildfire, one of two that has forced thousands of evacuations in rural towns and closed almost every major highway out of the area. The so-called Telegraph Fire, straddling two counties, has grown to over 76,000 acres and is still only 18% contained. Residents in neighboring Gila County, which includes Globe, Miami, and surrounding smaller communities, have been in various stages of the evacuation process. The town of Miami is among those under an evacuation order. Arizona House Speaker Rusty Bowers confirmed that a family home he owns in the woods southeast of the Globe, Miami area has burned to the ground Monday night. He toured the gutted property yesterday. The home was not his primary residence, but a family retreat where Bowers would go weekly and often do his artwork. At least 2,500 homes in Gila County have been evacuated, that according to Carl Melford, Gila County's emergency manager. He estimated that there are twice as many households who are in set mode with bags packed just in case. Melford, who has bags packed at his front door, said, quote, "Over the past 3 years, we've had some pretty extreme fire seasons. We've become very familiar with the process, with what it takes to evacuate a community. But," he said, "this is the largest evacuation to date." Well, meanwhile, Superior residents remain in set mode, but about 400 people in nearby Top of the World have been evacuated, that according to Lauren Reamer, a Pima County Sheriff's Office spokeswoman. Officials with the American Red Cross say 90 residents in total stayed Monday at shelters in Globe and in Mesa. Nearly 750 firefighters are working on the blaze, which gained momentum in the past few days, thanks mostly to gusty winds and low relative humidity. The Southwest Area Type 1 Incident Management Team, the highest tier possible, is conducting some controlled fire and dropping flame retardant by air on other areas. Dean McAllister, a spokesman for the Fire Incidents Command Center, said crews were having success as of yesterday afternoon holding the fire at bay in some places. However, they're closely monitoring a constructed fire line on the fire's east side.
Down on Highway 177, this is commonly referred to as the Battle Axe area. The fire has kind of settled down, and really from here all the way up to the Arboretum area, the fire is showing very moderate activity, not really moving. Our folks have a good handle on the fire at this point in those areas. As the fire moves on around along Highway 60, there's some varying areas where the fire activity is picked up. Apache Leap is one area where there's still a fair amount of activity. Right now it's not threatening anything. We have people in there. We're not expecting any significant problems with the Resolution mine or further problems with the Oak Creek campground or the Top of the World. As we move on around the fire, we've pretty much kept the fire south of 60. There's no immediate concern for the fire crossing 60 at this point in time. As we move around the fire, in this little area here, we've been doing some burnout operations, and we are trying to bring the fire down along into Russell Gulch and then bringing it on down to the south and tying in with the Pinal fire of 2017. The success of that operation may be dictated by how soon we can get the burnout done. They're working on the fire line, trying to create it for tonight's burnout, but depending on whether or not we can get that work done tonight to create a black line for the fire to move east into, sort of a catcher's mitt sort of thing, will depend on whether or not that's successful.
The fire was human caused, but officials are not sharing any further details on that. The investigation is still ongoing. Several miles east of the wildfire, the smaller Mezcal fire was at 23% containment yesterday. Fire officials lifted evacuation orders for residents of the communities of San Carlos and the area of Soda Canyon and Coyote Flats. But the community of East El Capitan was still on mandatory evacuation. That fire, at last report, was 66,913 acres in size. It has been burning in mostly desert brush, oak, and grasses. It was first reported June 2nd, southeast of Globe. The cause of that fire is still under investigation. Well, meanwhile, in associated wildfire road closures, as of last report, the U.S. Highway 60 is closed between Superior and Miami, State Route 77 between Globe and Winkleman, State Route 177 between Superior and Winkleman, and US 70 is closed to all traffic both directions between milepost 256 and 302. Passenger vehicles must use Route 170 to get around that closure. That'll take you from Cutter to Bylas. ADOT has no information on estimated reopening times. The MVD in Globe is also closed. Real-time highway conditions are available at ADOT's Arizona Traveler Information site at az511.gov or by calling 511 or by downloading the AZ511 app and through ADOT's Twitter feed at Arizona DOT. Well, coming up in Rim Country weather, seasonable temperatures along with dry and breezy conditions are expected through the end of this week. The windiest day this week is likely to be Thursday. A significant warming trend develops this weekend and into next week, with daytime temperatures rising to near record levels. A complete report is coming up next. You're watching Rim Country News.
Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination. Jake started out as an Arizona stage stop way back in 1916, and folks have been stopping here ever since. Jake's also has been famous as a popular stopping spot for travelers headed to Rim Country or Roosevelt Lake. But as more people discover this historic stop, more and more, it becomes the destination. It was even featured in the 2008 movie Jake's Corner and later featured at the Sedona Film Festival. Ice-cold beers from the tap, imported or specialty beers, a generously stocked full bar, and great food that keeps you wanting to come back again and again. Enjoy a game of pool inside or step out and enjoy the covered patio and outdoor bar with live entertainment and much more. We hope to see you soon at one of the most historic stopping spots in Arizona, Jake's Corner Bar and Grill. It's not just a bar, it's a destination.
Hello, this is Brian Bowman. We have Payson Tire Pros and Automotive, and one of the best things about having a business in town is the local community. We found Terlucas and Brandt to do our taxes. Amy's been a critical component for our business to be successful. We are very thankful for them and their professionalism. So if you're looking to have somebody do your taxes and you want to find somebody good that's willing to work with you, Amy is awesome. Terlucas and Brandt is who we suggest.
Taking a look now at your Rim Country 7-day weather forecast, a stubborn long wave trough over the west coast will send one more push through the Great Basin later today and Thursday. What this means is another breezy day today with even higher wind speeds on Thursday. Daytime temperatures will remain just below normal. Areas of enhanced fire danger are likely, though, especially on Thursday with those winds, where brief and localized periods of critical fire danger may occur. Now, this sets the stage for a pattern shift by the weekend when the west coast trough begins to break down, allowing for a massive ridge to develop over the southwestern United States. Now, this is going to usher in an extended period of near record temperatures, albeit less wind. Now, temperatures from about Saturday onward will rise to between 10 to 15 degrees above normal. Now, what this means locally is that by next Monday, Payson will be experiencing triple-digit highs. And as you can imagine, this is only going to make the fire danger here worse. So we all need to be extra careful until the monsoons come and bring us some badly needed moisture. Of course, these higher temperatures usually come right before the monsoon moisture rolls in. And speaking of the monsoons, well, the National Weather Service outlook precipitation odds for the 2021 monsoon pretty much amount to a three-way coin flip. The Weather Service's Flagstaff office said yesterday that there's only a, quote, slight tilt towards a drier than normal condition this monsoon season across eastern Arizona, but otherwise equal chances for above average, near average, and below average rainfall across western and central Arizona. So whatever that's supposed to mean. The 2020 monsoon set records for being dry and warm, with most of the state receiving near or less than 30% of the average seasonal rainfall. Now, the season was the driest ever for Flagstaff last year and the 13th driest for Phoenix. Well, meanwhile, highs and lows around Rim Country today, well, they should be looking something like this. Here in Payson, under sunny skies, we should warm up to around 86 degrees for a high today, with our low tonight dropping down to around 58. Up on top of the Rim at Forest Lakes, 76 should be their high today, with their low tonight cooling off to a low right around 47 degrees up there tonight. And then dropping down into the deserts of Tonto Basin, it'll be a toasty one down there today. They should heat up to 100 degrees for their high today, and their low tonight dropping down to really only about 69 degrees, so pretty mild low tonight. And much like Tonto Basin, all the way down in Phoenix at Sky Harbor International Airport, well, you probably won't see any people wearing coats down there today. Their daytime high forecasted to hit right around 103 for a high, with a low tonight near 76. But wait, there's more. By next Monday, when we're looking at hitting 100 degrees here in Payson, well, Phoenix is going to be enduring daytime highs near 114 to 116 degrees. Yow. Oh well, that's what's happening around Rim Country. For Tonto TV, K-Rim Radio News, and Global Trails Media, I'm Randy Roberson. Get out there and make it a great Hump Day Wednesday.